y'all. One thing I'm still trying to get used to is these bugs. I don't know. All these bugs be crawling up on me. Most of the time be my hair, but I'm just making sure I'm gonna bugs on me. But yes. First ever YouTube vlog intro of who I am and how I got here on my journey. No matter how hard you commit to your goals or anything that you're working towards, I eventually found the balance through awareness and persistence, I should say, right? And I'm taking my time expressing this because, one, I'm on a 3-day dry fast. I'm on day 3 of 5 of my dry fast, and it's hot as hell, but it feels great. I love it. But yeah, for years I've always felt like the oddball out. I was always a leader. I never followed the crowd. Don't get me wrong, I had my hiccups as far as, wanting to go out and drink and smoke and all the things. But as I got older, I realized like this isn't serving me. I couldn't quite put a finger on that. Like I couldn't figure out why, most people didn't like me. And it wasn't because, I wasn't doing what they did. It was just because I had my own style. It's just a number of things why people don't like you. You could be yourself and people just don't like you for your aura, your presence, your embodiment, your way of thinking, how you don't react emotionally, give them something to, feel validated. And so, like every attempt to rise above or change the narrative felt like it was crushed before even reaching the top. So as I look back towards the day of my departure to the day of me relocating to a whole nother country, it was both terrifying and liberating. In other words, I was reliving my trauma, the memories, and the unsettling experience of feeling pressured to do something. However, as reprogramming the perspective, because those memories don't define us. Consciously accepting that my circumstances don't defeat me, but gave me clarity through trusting the process. You gotta trust the process. It may not seem clear to you right now. It may not seem like you'll have it figured out when you get there. But it was that silent pause in solitude, reflecting how far I've came mentally, physically, and spiritually, facing my fate with awareness, remembering that this life is simply not struggle, but alchemizing the reality you truly deserve, observing my own decisions of relocating, nights spent wondering where will I go next, the idea of getting acclimated in a new environment. It all becomes moments of our greatest teachers. These experiences encouraged me to continue to look inward, realizing that freedom isn't found in escaping, but it's about finding peace in the climb itself. Now that I'm living in this beautiful, healthy, nurturing, tropical environment with a great supportive community, alkaline foods, fruit. The list goes on, y'all. I absolutely love it here. Like, my experience riding on the bike was probably like one of the most joyful experience I've had living here, because it just feels so liberating. Like, there's no words for it. Like, I just feel like I'm on this bike, I'm going with the wind, I'm doing me, like I'm letting life take me wherever it goes. But I know that I'm always in alignment. I know that I'm always in alignment. I am always in alignment with my highest timeline. That needs to be an affirmation you speak to yourself every single day. Period. Seeing that reality that I've created for myself meant that peace wasn't waiting for me at the top. It was being formed in very small acts of resilience. It is in the little things that you do, that you recognize, that we take for granted, is where peace is found. Like, we're constantly on the go. And it's not our fault. But at this big age, we have to take some type of accountability and choose to intentionally make a decision, whether that's changing your perspective. It's not necessarily cutting people off, going vegan, going into hermit mode. Like, it's just about making conscious decisions. Like, that's it. Perspective. It's just a perspective. I would say about 4 years ago, I made this painting of a beach and a sunset. And at that moment, I had a vision that I would be living on an island. Even though I'm on the Caribbean side of this country, I've experienced that island life multiple times. And so it's just those little simple things. Like, you can start now. Like that, being creative, flowing in your creative spirit, especially if you're a female. That is how we operate. We thrive in our creativity. Each day, I create my life with or around sacred intention, doing work that brings me pure joy, and in nurturing my mental health. And I don't know if you heard this before, but your gut is your second brain. So my mental health is connected to my consumption, whether that's food, music, environments, friend, perspectives. It's all the same. You have to be intentional about where you place your energy. Energy is currency. Authenticity is currency. Your sacred medicine or gift or idea is currency. So you have to protect it. You have to protect it with intention, care, love, peace, grace, all the things. Nothing in this life is perfect, but honoring balance, order, and truth lets me live in my purpose while confidently walking in my calling. Embracing the absurdities of life with acceptance and courage makes room for gratitude and the life you truly deserve. We have a right to have justice, peace, happiness, balance. These are our rights. Regardless of where you're at in the world, we have rights of justice. Make sure y'all heard that one. For real. Being conscious and intentionally about our reality is the key to success. Period, point blank. Protecting my peace isn't the absence of conflict, but it's the presence of alignment. So through your struggles or whatever circumstances, Don't identify that as conflict or you're down bad. It's basically putting you in alignment with your highest calling, with your highest timeline, with your purpose. You're being put in your calling. Sometimes the Most High blocks our blessings because we're still in environments where we're not ready, or we're around people that doesn't deserve that blessing too. So, joy isn't the absence of our circumstances, but it's the decision to find the light within. However, we must remain steadfast, trusting ourselves, choosing to seek greatness. There's a butterfly. Choosing to seek greatness in all our endeavors. That comes from within, not from ignorance, but because it exists. And knowing that comfort is another form of death. Did y'all catch that? Comfort is another form of death. Oh, I know I'm vibrating high, all these butterflies. Comfort is another form of death. Let me get into that a little bit. Basically, what I'm saying is, when you are complacent or procrastinating, you are basically subscribing to your own death. You're not allowing yourself to push into another timeline. You're just continuing to stay in the same rhythm, the same motion, the same programming, the same systematic economic system. Like, it's just the same thing. If you don't step out of your comfort zone, you are going to perish. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Like, you have to do new things in order to awaken, unlock those challenges, those barriers, those generational curses that we like to call. I don't like using that word, but I call them generational barriers. But if you are that person in your family that is going to break generational curses and barriers, you got to step out of your comfort zone. You cannot be scared of them not liking you or calling you crazy or, pointing you out to be the bad guy, whatever the case may be. Because we must continue to climb, knowing that there is no top, just a new profound way of perspectives. And we have to make the sacred intention to decide to seek gratitude and joy in all our endeavors. Yes, that's what we have to do, y'all. I really trust that this video reaches the people that it needs to reach. I really trust that this message lights a fire in you to get your ass up off the couch and go make a difference for yourself. If you want to see change, you got to be the change. You have to embody it wholeheartedly. It's not about competition. It's not about validation. It's not about proving yourself to anyone. You got to do this for you. It's going to always be you against you. How you find the answers to anything that you're seeking for is through silence, in solitude. That is going to be the number one thing I encourage people. You have to sit in silence and for yourself to get to know you. This is what it feels like. An embodiment of your entire essence. Listening to the sounds of the ocean reminds me authentic, raw version of me in my life. But whatever you may be dealing with, know that it has a purpose. Know that it has a reason behind, you know, the bigger picture. Like, the challenges that I went through while I was in those challenges and in those, you know, those perspectives, I thought my life was over. But now that I have truly aligned with my highest timeline, and it's only gonna get higher, I now see the power of embodying and visualizing and speaking and being amongst nature, the power it has in really cultivating the life that you truly deserve.